Hello, good evening everyone. I Radhika on behalf of MTT welcome you all on today's webinar exam.net. Our mission is to make quality education available easily and affordable to all. Today our speaker is Mahesh Jain. He is grade lead at the Somaya School Mumbai, experienced trainer, trained over 2000 teachers across the country during 20 plus webinars. His webinars on digital tools for teaching online have made the teaching learning process easier for teachers across India during the lockdown. He has conducted webinars with the educational organizations like Adhyayan, mytrustedtutor.com, Teacher Helps Teachers, and School across Maharashtra. Over to you, Mahesh.
Awesome. Thank you, Radhika, and thank you for all those who are commenting about the hat which I'm wearing. It's a virtual hat. So I'm going to begin now. On a serious note, now I'll be a little serious with the discussion. Our topic for today is a tech tool, exam.net. This is the fifth tech tool which we are trying to cover, and almost it's been almost 1.5 month then that we are using Sunday 5 to 6 time for some or the other tech tool. So shall we go ahead? If I can just see some thumbs up on the screen, so that would be great. And please do utilize the chat box whenever I'll ask you to do that, because we are requesting all of you to remain quiet till we go to the live session. Awesome. So I consider that. Before we go ahead, I want all of you to have a look at it. All the details which I've got for my PPT are all from the exam.net site and from my own school's example of the papers which we have conducted, and with due respect to all the teachers who have shared the papers also. So some small detail here about exam.net. It's a product for teachers who want to carry out digital examination with the student, or who want to make a certain tool available on their students hardware in a fully secure environment. So we will also have a discussion that why exam.net and why not Google Form. So this gives you little edge above Google Form, but towards the end we'll discuss about it. Here, students do not have to do anything. They need to just put the key which the teacher will provide, and they are set for the exam. So the only requirement here is students should have two devices for taking the exam. One on which they will be seeing the question paper, and second for taking the, if you are taking the exam on paper, then taking QR code, clicking from the photos from the camera, sorry. And going ahead, it's a company from Sweden, and that's why it is free for everyone till 2020. And I guess after that we may not need only any online setup, but little bit will be needed. But if at all you feel that after that also you need to use this, then there will be some charges which you have to pay for it. So till 2020 December, it's free for everyone across world, wherever the exam.net setup is available. So I guess in India it is available. So for us it is free till December. So I'm going to go ahead now. So what I would request you to do is, please, for next 20 minutes, please keep on looking at the screen. Now you have nothing written on the screen. It is only the images. It will give you clear and fair idea about how exam.net has to be utilized from start to end. I'm going to also share how the papers have to be taken by you, how the correction has to be done by you. So please be there, and let's begin. So as we have discussed, the 67 participants are new. They have no idea what exam.net is. So I'm going to consider like that only, and I'm going to begin. So first thing you need to do is you go to a Google browser, type what is exam.net, and that's what you will see. The first option which you will get, just click on it. Keep on looking at the arrows. The arrows form very important part in this presentation. The arrows are to guide you totally about how to go ahead. Now, the moment you click on exam.net, this is the page where you reach. I'll be also talking about how the students interface look like and how teachers interface look like. So right now we are educators, so we are also going ahead about how teachers have to use exam.net. So first of all, you will have to just click on, you go to exam.net, click on teachers, and this will ask for you to sign up. So for any tech tool, giving your email id is very precious. You have to give your email id if you want to use the services of any of the tech tools. So you will have to sign in. If you have Google id, you can sign in. Otherwise you can sign up for them. You need to have your own email id over there, and you will sign in, and this is how you will reach. So now you keep on looking at all these parts. I'm going to also show the laser pointer. There are these all the options available, very few options, but very detailed discussion is needed because we have taken a lot of time to understand the process of uh, yes, I will definitely try to go slow. We have taken a lot of time to understand the process of exam.net, although we have got extensive training about it, but then we were little new to it and hesitant to go ahead with exam.net. But then slowly we understood. So I'm also going to try to go very slowly. So the moment you log in, the first option which is there is new exam. This is the place where you can create your own exam and put it for the student. I'm going to share how you can create your own exam. Also, there are various options available. You can type your name, and there are settings which we will talk about it later on. So first thing you'll see is new exam, where your own exams will be visible to you. Next option when you see is exam list. Okay. The next option which you will see is exam list. Here you will see all the exams which are made by you, which are being shared by other teachers with you. So all those exams which are there in your portfolio will be all visible here. So either it is being shared by other teachers to you, or you have created your exam will be visible. Your exam will be visible under my exam, and the one which is shared by others will be visible under the title shared exam. I hope I'm going slow now. Okay. Next option is a surveillance or result. This option is something which will give you idea about how many people have appeared for exam, and if you want to see whether they have submitted the paper properly or not, everything will be visible to you. So these are all the options. The moment you click on surveillance or result, which is option over there, you will be able to observe what all details students have submitted. So next option is my school over there. So the moment you click on my school, you will observe that you will get two options. One is invite your colleague, or taking care of a legal requirement, because when we are talking about exam.net, we are also submitting a lot of student data, not in terms of email ID, but whatever data you are submitting, that legal requirement is there, which is just you have to just give okay, which we do it for all the site also. And what you have, if you are a principal of a school, or if you are handling the department, then you can also give one person from your department as a in charge for this setup. So you can see at our place, RF sir is in charge, and that is a very funny thing, that that in chargeship can also be given based on the voting as in if initially 5-6 people have joined, and whoever says that this person should be the admin, that becomes the admin for that department. But if you are a school, you can just ask for someone else also to become them. So this is not very important part over there. Next is your profile. I don't think I need to talk about this we all know. You can edit your details here, you can change your password and all those stuff. Next is sign out. I don't think I have to talk about sign out. The moment you click on sign out, you are gone. Now many a time it happened that we don't understand कि किधर क्या हो रहा है. And what we need to do is we need to just closely look at the app, any website, because every website come up with its own detailing. So on the top right side you have an option of support. The moment you click on that support, any question you have related to this particular app, so let's say I also got maximum detail from here only, and from our own experience of conducting exams. So any detail you need related to exam.net, just click on support and everything is available over there. Awesome. So now going ahead, we are talking about the features of exam.net. Now, all the upper section of exam.net was this. Now, at the bottom also we see a lot of instructions written about exam.net, blah, blah, blah. This was there in my first slide if you would have seen. Now, there are some installation instructions also given. So I want you to have a quick read of it, because this is installation instruction for SEB, which is Safe Exam Browser, which means, okay, hi Mukesh sir, you have written something, thank you. Which means if the student is downloading the SEB, which is Safe Exam Browser, then during the exam, student will not be able to go to any other tab. So that screen is frozen, nothing is visible except the question paper. So this is one advantage over Google Form. In Google Form, student can just switch the tab and go to the next tab and try to find out answer. Although that is also difficult, but people feel that that could be possible. So here, this is for that purpose, for one layer of extra security. Now, and all the instructions related to installations are also available here. It says click here to install the high security mode on your device. This is for student. For teachers, no installation is needed. If you can see this box here, it says teacher work with exam.net in normal browser and does not need to perform any installation. The installation is for the student only if you want them to use exam.net in the safe exam browser, SEB, right? In that case, they will not be able to go to any other tab. Screen get frozen up until they submit the paper. So let's go ahead now. Now, it also happened that when they try to, for different devices, so for Windows devices, these are the instructions. For the iOS devices and Mac OS devices and Chromebook, these are all the instructions available for how to do installation and all those things. Many a time it happened that when students try to install, they get a lot of confusion, they get stuck with a lot of things. So there are also important points given here. If you can see bottom, there's a black arrow. These are the common questions which or issues which are coming to the participants when they try to install. So all the example is also given. So if you are passing out this information to the student, tell them to have a look at the instructions which are there, what all doubts people have, because many a time these are all the questions which student may have, and all the questions are addressed here. That most frequently asked questions are already available here, so student can just refer to them and try to install. Apart from that, if they have some issue related to software or hardware, then the technical person of your school have to get in touch with the student. So these were all the features of exam.net. So now we're going to move ahead with how new exams can be created on exam.net and what all are the settings which we need to take care on the exam.net. So even if you're not using Zoom, it has no relation with Zoom. So do not worry whether you are using Zoom or not. Any platform, it is a separate platform. So you need to just give the key to the student and they will have to use. So whether it's Zoom or some other platform, I don't think that should be an issue. So let's move ahead. How you will create. Okay, for this there is no app needed. They don't have to download anything. Student also and teacher also. So let's go ahead. If you remember, the first slide when we started with exam.net was create new exam. You need to click on it. You will get first option of what you want your exam's name to be. So you will have to just write that. There are various options available. So whether you want digital examination, no, or as in you want the question paper to be not available on screen, you want to give them question orally, you can do that. Do you want to now you have a paper ready, so you want to make it the look and feel of the paper same as how we do it in offline session. You can have your own PDF file. You can just upload that PDF file also if you want to, and then you can, the moment you click on it, you get this option which says that choose an PDF file which is available with you already, which is your paper created. You need to create a PDF file. Going ahead, next option is there is option of write exam question. You can write your own exam question on exam.net site itself. There are some options available. It's like a Word file you will get, and you can start typing the question. There are also option of squares and subscript and superscript. All those things are available. You can see root wala thing also is available and all those things, but we have not used it. We have used the PDF file only because this becomes easier. But if you want to explore more, then there are more options available here. And this was what about if you want to write the exam. Now some of you have asked that how is it different from Google Form? It also works like a Google Form. Also, you can see you can construct exam with different question types also. Now, when we talk about different question types, you can see these are all the options available: MCQ, simple answer, fill in the gaps. All these, where if it is objective, auto correction can be possible, like it is done in Google Form. But subjective, obviously, we will have to do correction. So the moment if you'll see, I've tried to choose the option of MCQ, and you can see I created one question which day is today, Monday, Sunday, and student have to just put correct answer pe tick mark and they will get 1 point. It is same as how we do it in Google Form as well. Now the next option is there is one last option which says randomize the order of questions. So if you are selecting the last option which is selecting different types of question objective, then you can also randomize the order of question if you just click on that part. Now I'm still into the exam list. What all things you should have when you're taking the exam, everything will be clear here. So next part is we have covered which format of paper we want to take. So we have done exam on with the PDF. So we gave the exam, student wrote on the physical paper, they clicked photos, scanned and sent it to us and we did correction like that. So I'm going to talk about that. So when we talk about student information, what all information you want to take from the student, so you can just put tick mark on them, and those details have to be given by the student. So first name, last name, email. If you don't want to take email ID, that's okay. So here, even if student doesn't have email ID, it's fine, no problem. Class, teacher's name, phone number, these are all the details. If you want to ask, you can ask, otherwise it's okay. And student ID could be your roll number. If you have student ID, you want to use that, you can do that also. There's also option of anonymized exam, because usually we have this thought that pehle jo acha student hai, all the students are good, but sort of the one who is very good and we can take it as a sample paper, we do correction of that person first. If you don't want to do, you are like fair banda, you want to do correction, kisi ka bhi aane do, I'll do, you can just click on anonymize and you will not know whose paper is it, you will just see the code number. But if you click on, if you disable it, it means it will go as it is with the name of student. So if you anonymize, student's name will not be visible. But if you're using it for first time, I would advise there's no use of anonymize. It's not a board exam, it's for your school exam only. So let's not make our life difficult. Let's leave it off itself. My thought. Going ahead, then there is also option of student workspace. So what else option student will have? So ideally we should keep the writing area on, so that whatever you upload, whatever, even if they are uploading PDF, that goes on their writing area, and then we can download it. Spell check, I guess we are into the exam, so we should not allow them to do spell checks, how we have it in Google also, or Word also, that if some spellings are wrong, they can get option. So that should be disabled. If you are asking them to write it on paper, scan handwritten solution with the mobile phone, this option is very important, because if you don't click on this, they will not be able to scan the paper. So if you are giving question paper, you want them to write it on their paper, this option should be enabled, so that they can click on it and put it on the exam.net site. Next, there are some more options which all of them have to be disabled if you're taking exam. Accessibility tool, which is translation help, English synonyms, speech synthesis. If you want to take audio test, that also can be done with exam.net. There are audio files, there are calculators and all those stuffs available. So this is when you don't want to just take it, you want to explore more, try it out. There is audio file option also available, where you can actually ask student to submit the audio files. The option of subject tools, which is drawing, calculator, GeoGebra. I guess maths teachers will be aware of all this. These are all the option available. If you want them to use this during the exam, you can enable it, otherwise you can disable all these things. The next exam is security. This is very important. So if, as I told you, SEB, high security mode, safe exam browser, if you want to conduct exam in high security mode, where they will not be able to see anything apart from your question paper on their screen, then you should have that SEB high security mode, because if you do this, they will not be able to go to any other tab. But for that, installation is very important. They will have to install it, and you will understand. If they have not installed, they'll not be able to see the paper. Now if you have a doubt that not everyone will be able to do that, and you don't have option of them using laptop, or they may not have it, then you can go for another option, where you can allow any browser, but you can prefer, like if somebody has an issue with it's not getting installed. The whole purpose of using this exam.net is so that nobody goes to next tab and try to find out answer. Then we have to use SEB. Otherwise, if you don't want to do that, there is option also option available, that you allow any browser, but prefer that they have SEB. But if they don't have, they can go to the next one also. In that case, if they try to switch, you will get a message and they will not be able to come back until they give a reason why they have switched. Next option is allow any browser. This is like you just give them question paper and they will write the answer and they will just submit. They don't have to do any installation in this case. But if you're using exam.net, that SEB should be taken ideally. And then you need to just click the last option, which is create the exam. So this is the whole process. It looks like बहुत बड़ा process हो गया. We also felt like that, but when actually you start working on it, it just takes 5 to 6 minutes for creating the exam, but your paper should be already ready in the PDF format. So the moment you click on it, your paper is ready. You can see all my exams. These are all the exams which I had created before we actually started with our final paper. So you can see uh, this is the exam which I have created, physics demo, and these are various options. We have already done discussion. We'll be discussing about all of them. You can click on this I. The I is similar like surveillance and result. The moment you click on it, you will understand how the paper will look to the student. So you can see this is how this is student screen. So you are looking at it as a test person. So this is how the paper will look to the participant. So you can check कुछ बराबर है नहीं है, you want to change something, you can do that by coming back to the initial screen. So this is, if you want to check your own paper how it looks to the student, you can do that. It's like how the setting was there in Google form also, that preview how your paper look like. That's what. And if you have kept the option of allowing student to write on the screen itself, then question paper, and they will write the answer, and they have to just submit, no scanning, nothing. But I don't think that would be possible for maths and science and maybe Hindi and other languages also. In that case, you will have to go for offline. But English, for English, it's possible if students are well conversant with the typing part. Going ahead, in the end they need to just click on submit the exam, and the moment they click on exam, you can see what was written on the answer paper. This was written on the answer paper, and to the teacher how it looks like. You can see this is how it looks like, and there was a word limit also. You can give, remember how many words. So in English there is word का भी खेल होता है, तो number of words are also visible to you. You don't have to actually think about it. So you can see all the details will be available here. And if you want to take the overall look of it, you can see all these are our students who have written the PA1 exam, and this is how it looks like. Status and action, the moment they have finished, you will get a message, student has submitted the exam, and exam was submitted. That's it. So that was about how to create exam and what are the settings needed. So now let's go to how to go to the part where you are understanding how you can share your own exam with your co-teacher, because let's say if you're not going to be there for all the classes, right? So you need to share your paper with someone else. So you'll go to the exam list, your all exams will appear here. What you need to do is okay, there's also option of creating new groups. So let's say you have created multiple groups, you can just multiple papers, and you are confused PA1 concept, PA2 concept, you can just create new group for your own self. You can see all the exams which are shared by other teachers with me will all appear in this section which says exam shared with you. Okay, so exam shared with you. So you can see all these are the our co-teachers who have shared the paper with me, because I was class teacher and I had to conduct the exam. So you can see all the options available. So now let's understand one of my paper. If I want to share it with some other teacher, what all options I have. So this is, as I told you, creating new group. So I had created a new group which is PA1 paper, and you can see my paper appears here. So now we'll talk about all the options here. The first option is this, which was my paper. If I'll click on this part, I'll get to look at how the final part will be visible after students appear for the exam. The second option is here. This is the most important part. This exam key you have to provide to the student so that they can write exam with this key. They don't have to download or install anything if you are not going for SEB. For SEB, they have to download. If you want to go for security, high security mode, they have to download install the SEB browser, which they have, safe exam browser they call it as. So here you can preview the exam, the I wala option. If you remember, you get the option of preview the exam as student, and this is how your paper will look like to the student. You're looking as a test person. Going ahead, next there's an option. There are two options. One is copy the exam key, which you have to give it to student. The other one is zoom. So if you feel that exam key chota dikh raha hai, the zoom option is also available. When it is created, the date is also available. There are option of the exam may only be conducted in high security mode. So you can see this. I'll be also showing when it is not SEB how it looks like. The color will not be there. It's only blank, and with how many people you have shared, that option will be visible to you here. Going ahead, next option is open or close. This is the option which holds the total control of your exam. If it is closed, even if the students have the key, they will not be able to get the access of the paper. So you need to open this when you are taking exam. Next, you can see open up for new students and close the exam. Once you are done, you feel that अभी और किसी को नहीं लिखना है, you can just close the exam and it will you can see this stops new student from entering. So no one else can enter after that particular time. Going ahead, next option is edit contents and settings. So if you have done, if you want to do some editing after you have already set your paper over there, you want to do some editing, there is option also option available. You can just click on it and all the edit options will be available to you. Next option is surveillance and result. I guess we have discussed 2 times what is surveillance. You will be able to see the proper details of how many people have appeared for paper, and if you want to check whether someone has submitted the paper properly or not, you can check that. Next option is previewing exam, how the exam will look like. This is the paper which I had created, so how will it look to the students? These are all the options available. And then there are 3 dots. Now these 3 dots are very important. These gives you little extra edge over the exam.net. Now what are the options? First option is delete or archive the exam. So you have created some exam just for the sake of practice, you can delete it. You can tag exam with color just to make it understanding that ye color is subject ke liye, you can do that. You can also duplicate the exam. You can just have another exam set. You can see it gives you option of same question paper, but it will come up with the title copy. You can generate exam key. So if you feel that somebody has already your exam key is like somebody is misusing it, so you can generate new exam key and then you can pass it on to the participants. So all those who will have new exam key will only be able to appear for the exam. So this is security, pay security. Next is give another teacher access. This is the part where you can allow your exam to be shared to the other participants. You can just click on give another teacher access and you can share by just putting their email ID. You can share the exam and it will go to them. And last one is move to group, as we have discussed that if you have created your group, so it was my exam and I created one group PA1, so you can just click on move and it will appear in the group. You can see these were my exam shared with you, and this is the group which I created, which is PA1, which is my own paper. Great. So this was all about teachers के लिए exam.net. Okay, so for student the process is same as I told you. Okay, as I told you that they don't have to download anything. If you are going for open mode, they need to just type exam.net and this page will come. So as we have discussed till now, teacher part we have just now discussed everything related to it. Now for student, you need to just give them key of that particular exam. They will enter the exam key. The moment they have entered the exam key, you can see if it is high security mode. Ideally if you're taking exam.net, the whole idea of you taking exam.net is taking it in high security mode, then they have to install, and if it is already installed, it will say that high security mode is being launched. The moment they click on it, you can see they will get this option. This we also get when we click on Zoom, and they need to just click on it. The moment they click on it, done. They have nothing now. They can just see this screen. You can see this is my full laptop. I have no other access. I cannot go out. If I just want to go out, I need to click on this. That's it. So student have nothing else. They cannot have any access. Though they need to just put the exam key again. The moment they put the exam key here, they will get this option. You can see now nothing else they can do. They can just work on this screen only. Now going ahead, they will type all the details. So I have typed all the details and fetch the exam. The moment they click on it, as I told you, open and close. So if the exam is not open, so it will give them option of waiting for the exam for from the teacher to open. The moment you click on exam open, they will be able to get the access. So that's my school and details. There are some, this is students page basically. So you can see there are some options for the students here on the left side. So this is also very important because you will have to guide student also how to use exam.net. So they need to install SEB. They have these options: show exam, where they will be able to see the question paper; scan solution, when they are done, they will have to scan. They have to use a mobile phone with a QR code. Any app has to be downloaded for scanning the QR code. There is also option of teacher chat, because let's say if you're conducting it on Zoom Meet and they have some doubt, they have no option. If they are on mute also, they will be able to write it in the chat box and the message will come to you and you can interact with them. And once they are done with everything, they will have to just click on submit the exam and they are ready. Now let's talk about exam, student writing exam. So they will click on show exam, the paper, question paper will be visible. They will write it in physically on their paper. Once they are done, you have to give them time. Uh, okay, best submission method ideally is going to be scan wala, because that helps in correction also. That based on our experience, I'm telling. So they will write it on the physical paper. The moment they are done with the physical paper, after that, what they need to do is they are ready. So now they will have to just click on scan solution. The moment they click on scan solution, they will get this option. You can see it on your screen. It will ask them to scan the QR code. They will have to use another device, mobile phone, preferably mobile phone obviously. So they will have to scan the QR code. The moment they scan QR code, this is what will be visible to their on their mobile phone. They will see this part. This whole thing will be visible. I don't know what is all this. This is some code and all. They will have to just click on open. The moment they click on open, they will get this option, photograph your solution. They will have to click on scan solution. The moment they scan solution, whatever physically they have written, so this, you can see how it becomes helpful if you ask them to write all this, because page numbers are also available. How to scan a QR code is, you need to just have any app with the QR code and you need to just take it in front of the screen. It will do the process. And then after clicking the photo, you will have to just click on this. The moment you click on it, you will get on your mobile phone this thing that it says upload, close. You want to rotate the paper, you can do that also. And then the moment you upload, you will see on the student's mobile phone this message will appear, photographing your solution, and then they will get this message where there will be a code. Now why this code is important is because the moment they send the scanning to their laptop, now we are back to laptop, on their laptop they will be asked this part which says enter code presented on mobile screen. So this code has to be typed by them, and the moment they type the code, this image gets saved on their ID, and they need to just click on it and it's ready. You can see this was question paper, this is students answer paper. Yes, they will have to have mobile phone with them. And going ahead, they will have to just click on the submit exam paper, and the moment they click on it, they are done. So student का part हो गया. Now coming back to teacher. अभी student तो is saying that I'm done, I've submitted the paper, but many time it also happened that there was this option, if you don't go down and click on save, even if you submit the paper is not submitted. We have faced this issue also. So you can go to, you can check whether students have submitted or not. You can just click on it. This was my paper. The moment you click on it, you get details. You can see student answer, there is nothing here because maybe student has some internet issue, paper was not saved, the paper is not visible. You can just go to status and action and you can see student has no connection or has closed the exam, because student has closed the exam because student thought that submit ho gaya. So student have to go down and click on save also. So now if this happened, what to do? So when we actually started, we were struggling. So we asked them to mail their paper to us and all. But later on, we understood slowly. There is also option of this code, if you can see. This, if you want to start the exam again under the same name. So you will have to just provide this ID, this thing to student in the Zoom box, because they have submitted, they will come back. You can give it to them, and the moment they type this, same process, they will type the same exam key, but there is specific code which is for every student there is different code that you will give. The moment they are there, the same process, they will see the question paper, they can just scan the solution again. The moment they scan the solution again, same process, QR code, everything has to be done again. And this time they will have to again the code and all those things, they will have to just go down and click on that also, and they will have to confirm with the teacher. So it is very important that you get it confirmed at the same moment that paper hai ya nahi. And then the moment they submit, you can see the paper in student and action. You can see the student has submitted the exam, and if you want to check whether the exam is there or not, you can just click on student answer, and you can see student's answer is there. You have also asked student to write the new key because student has tried to enter. So you understand from this that there was some issue and he has entered the fresh key for going back to the same exam. And then you can see this is how for any student you can check the paper, what all things are there, and you can just click on download the PDF and you are set constructing the PDF file, and student is done, you are done with the paper, and the paper is ready with you. That's it. So this is how exam.net is utilized. So now before we go ahead, it's also important, now paper तो हो गया, अभी correction कैसे करेंगे? So this is also very important. So I got to know recently about how we can do correction on PDF itself, because PDF also has option of correction. So how to do correction on PDF? Otherwise, what you can do is there are two things we have understood. We got session on OneNote. You can use OneNote, which is pre-installed, I guess, in all the computers. OneNote you can use, or you can use DocHub, which is online setup. You can use it. Otherwise, on the PDF also, I got to know recently from one of our maths teacher that if the PDF is ready, you need to just click on it. PDF को open करो. On the top right corner, you have this three option of tool, fill and sign, and comments. The moment you click on comments, you get these options of annotation and drawing markup. You click on drawing markup. You click the second last option, which is pen. The moment you click on pen, you get the option of like pen, how you have even in the mobile phone, you can do that, and you do the correction and give the score, and then try to just save it as corrected. You can see save it as corrected paper and you are done. So this way you can do correction for all the papers, and you can just submit the paper. So that was all from my end about the exam.net. I've tried to cover up from start to end everything which is needed if you want to use the exam.net. You have any question, please put it down in the chat box. I will try my level best to answer. If I won't, no problem, we will get back to you. And apart from that also, if you have a question, anything related to it, please wait, the important part is still there. You can write it to Rishav at admin at mytrustedtutor.com, or my email ID is also there, which is mkj.maheshjain@gmail.com. So if you have any question, please put it down in the chat box, because now we are going to go and understand how we can put paper live. So we are going to go for live demo. And before we go ahead, if you know that we are conducting sessions from so many weeks, and I have already conducted session on Kahoot, Padlet, exam.net, quizzes, and Edpuzzle. So if you have tried and you have any questions and which are still not been answered, we are very well coming up with the question answer session. Also, we will be having question answers in future, one session where we will try to address all your questions also. Now we're going to go live. I hope my Zoom screen is visible. So as I discussed with you, we'll go to exam.net. This is what will appear. You need to click on the first option. You can see this option will come up. You will have to log in as a teacher. You can just log in with your email ID. So my email ID is pre-filled and I've signed in already. So I will have to just click on it, and you can see everything will appear. So as we have discussed in my PPT, it was all there. You can just click on new exam. Okay, all these other options we have discussed. Let's talk about new exam. So what I'll do, I'll try to create a new exam in front of you right now. So let's talk about it. This is my webinar. So I'm going to create a new exam in front of you. So this is going to be the name of my exam. So let's talk about use PDF file. I have already created a PDF file which I'm going to use it. So my PDF file is uploaded, ready. Okay, hopefully we'll wait. Yeah, so these are my question for all of you. It will come to you that time. Please try to answer. This is just a demo I have created for all of you. So PDF we have selected. Now student name I will only ask you to write your first name and last name, no other detail. I don't want you to put more detail here. Okay, and then student workspace, writing area, you should keep it on. Spell check, no. Everything else, no. Yeah, scanned handwritten solution with a mobile phone, yes. I'm putting it on. So you will have to use your mobile phone for scanning. And if you have a QR code, then it would be, please have QR code. So I'm not going to put it in the require high security mode. I'm not putting in this also because some of you may have it, some of you may not have it. I'm going to ask you to put this, allow any browser. So which means you will be able to put answer anyway. And my exam I'm going to create. So you can see my exam will appear somewhere. You can see this was self demo. I did it for my own self. You can see here it says exam may only be conducted in high security mode when they have downloaded installed the SCB browser. This you can see when I tried with my own self, it says that here preferred is SCB but नहीं है तो भी exam ले सकते हैं, because in that case that will happen that if they switch the tab they will have to respond to me that why they switched the tab. And now just now you can see exam can be conducted in any normal web browser on any device, mobile phone also. ठीक है? So we're going to begin now. What I would request all of you to do is go to exam.net and type this. Please write down this ID as in P small p capital P 8 R K capital K N. Yeah, please go to another tab and write down this. Please make sure that you are hearing me properly, because the moment you go onto the tab, okay, please go to exam.net, go to student and type this key. Do not register as a teacher right now. You will not be able to copy paste the code. As a teacher I can do the copy pasting here for all of you, but you will have to type the key. So I'm putting in the chat box. If the chat box open, yes, chat box is open. It's for everyone. Okay, the key is typed in the chat box, so please go to exam.net and no, I have not kept it as SCB. So you try it with mobile also, it will allow. Just continue, no problem. It will say screen chota hai bas or kuch nahi. It will allow you to go ahead. Great. If you type the key, you will get a message that it is not. Yes, somebody, Governor Mistry is saying that yes, it is allowing in mobile. Yes. So somebody said that waiting for exam to open. So you can see that I have not kept this open. So you will not be able to obviously start. So I'm going to start the exam. This was the option. Now I guess some of you, if you are on okay, if you're not on SCB then it's okay. So you can see people have started, you would have got this option, the paper would have been visible to you. What you can do, some of you can type it on the screen whiteboard which is there, right? You can do it from Android mobile phone, sir. Like I have just done it today itself. So you can just go ahead and I can see if you are there or not. I can just try and check who all. Oh, so many people have already logged in. Awesome. Great. 41 people have started and few have already submitted. Great. I can see Shikha Oja is facing some issue, is logged out. Okay, awesome. Great. So go ahead and submit. Some of you try to submit the paper and you can see the moment somebody submits, I get this option and I can just see Miss Radha what she has written. You can see I'm getting the option and student answer may she has not written anything. Please write something and send. Radha Miss has only written Radha Mayana, her name. That's it. Okay, great. I want somebody to write it on paper and scan and try that also. That will be better. Jyoti ma'am has also written the name itself. Okay, great. Mehena, she has written all the details on this only. Okay, great. So many people are putting the details. Somebody also try to scan and put it, but you need to have a QR code for that. So what you need to do for that, I'll just tell you. I don't know whether you can see my screen also or not. Okay, you need to just preview the paper. Okay, if at all you have written on the physical paper, what you can do is write it on paper. Just write your name and click some photo and click on scan solution. QR code, see your own QR code, see you have to scan, and then whatever you get option, just submit the paper. So I can see whether people have submitted or not. Okay, so many people have submitted. That's good to see. If anyone has submitted the scan copy, just do let me know, because then I can show you the correction part also. Okay, so nobody has submitted the scan copy. Great. Because if there would have been a scan copy, I would have shown you how correction can be done. Chalo, koi baat nahi. If the scan copy is also not there, what I'll do? Okay, everyone just come back to Zoom. Like submit whatever, leave and come back to Zoom here. Our session, webinar on exam.net. Come back to this. I'll show you how work can be done now. Great. Maximum people have submitted now. Okay, awesome. So now what I'm going to do here is, let's say I'm going to pick someone's paper. So yeah, Sashikant Jadhav sir's paper is there. Okay, anybody has done the scanning part? No one. Okay, so I'm going to just pick one paper. Sashikant sir has written all the details. So now you can see status and action. I can just click on download PDF. I hope everyone is back with me. You can see I'm getting this option. I can just save it here on my file, my laptop. Great. So now I'm going to show you how correction can be done. So I'm going to just go to my browser. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to go. Okay. I don't know what is visible to you people. Is the paper visible? Sashikant sir's paper? Can someone just respond? No. Okay, great. So I'm going to show you. I've just downloaded the PDF. So now is it visible? Can someone just respond? Yes, thank you. So you can see the paper is visible now to you. This was a paper written on screen. So the scanning paper will also be same like this only, but paper दिखेगा जो उन्होंने लिखा है. No problem if you couldn't submit, no problem with that. So now let's do correction of this paper. As I told you, when you go to PDF, you get on the top right, you get three options: tools, fill in and sign. So comments pe I can click on it. In comments, annotation is one option. The other option is drawing markup, sorry, not makeup. And second last option is pen wala. I have not done it. I learned it recently, so I'm just showing you. Otherwise, what I have done correction on OneNote, which was easy. So you can see this answer is correct. Maths and science teacher. Okay, I'll say correct. He's correct. He's from school. Little Angels, correct. Is today 6 September 20? No, I'll say it should be 2020. So I'll give half mark only for this question. Is it Sunday today? Yes. Is it hot? Okay, some of us are from different part of city, so this is half mark. So if there were 6 questions, I'll give 5 out of 6. So you can see correction is done. Sashikant sir, with due respect, I'm just taking your paper as example. So 5 on 6 is done, and that's it. I'll just try to cancel. It says, do you want to save the changes? I'll say yes, and then it will ask me. So I'll just write corrected paper. Done. And this is desktop. Yes, corrected paper, and it is done. Okay, it says screen sharing is stopped. Okay, so I will just show you how the corrected paper will look like. Okay, so you can see the corrected paper is here. This is the PDF of corrected paper. So I guess that was all about exam.net.